Welcome to Lilly Easy English. Hello, everyone. Today, I will share a simple story about a small mistake I made this morning. In this story, something unexpected happened in my kitchen. My breakfast did not go as planned, but sometimes small mistakes can teach us something. In this video, you will listen to a slow and clear story. Don't worry, I will speak slowly and clearly, so please relax and enjoy the story. Before we begin, I have a small question for you. Please listen carefully to find the answer. Here is today's question. What food did I burn this morning? The answer appears somewhere in the story. When you hear the answer, please write it in the comments. Writing in English is a great way to practice. All right, are you ready? Let's begin the story. This morning started quietly. The sky was still light gray. The town was calm. I woke up slowly in my small apartment. My room felt cool and fresh. The window was slightly open. A soft morning breeze entered the room. I could hear birds outside. Some people were already walking in the street. I stretched my arms and sat up in bed. Mornings are my favorite time of day. Everything feels new. Everything feels possible. After a few minutes, I stood up and walked to the kitchen. The floor felt cool under my feet. The kitchen was quiet and peaceful. Sunlight was starting to enter through the window. I decided to make a simple breakfast. My favorite breakfast is very easy. I like toast, warm toast with butter. And of course, I always make coffee. Coffee is part of my morning routine. I drink coffee every day. The smell of coffee makes the morning feel complete. I filled the kettle with water. Soon the water started to heat. A soft sound filled the kitchen. The kettle made a quiet humming noise. At the same time, I prepared my toast. I placed 2 pieces of bread in the toaster. The bread was fresh and soft. I pressed the button. The toaster clicked. Now the toast was cooking. While I waited, I started making my coffee. I opened my favorite blue mug. This mug is special to me. I bought it many years ago in a small shop. It is simple, just a blue mug, but I use it every morning. I added coffee to the mug. The smell was warm and strong. Outside, I heard a bicycle pass slowly in the street. The street was starting to wake up. Then something happened. My phone made a small sound. A message arrived. I looked at the screen. It was a message from my friend Anna. She likes to send messages early in the morning. I smiled. Anna always writes funny messages. I opened the message. She wrote something about her dog. Her dog did something silly again. I started to laugh. Then I wrote a short reply. While I was writing, the kitchen felt warm and calm. The light in the window became brighter. The morning was beginning. But suddenly I smelled something strange. At first I did not understand the smell. It was sharp, a little strong. I looked around the kitchen. Then I realized something. The toast. My toast. The toast was still inside the toaster, and the smell was getting stronger. I walked quickly to the counter. But before I could reach the toaster, pop! The toast jumped out, and it was very dark, almost black. I looked at the toast. The edges were burnt. the smell filled the kitchen. Oh no! I burned my toast! I stood there for a moment. The kitchen was quiet again. I looked at the toast in my hand. Should I eat it, or should I make new toast? What would you do? The toast looked very dry. The color was almost black, and the smell was strong. I decided to try one small bite. Maybe it was not so bad. I sat at the table. Sunlight touched the surface of the wood. The kitchen felt warm. I took a small bite. Crunch. The toast was very hard, and the taste, not good, very burnt. I laughed quietly. Sometimes small mistakes happen, especially in the morning. I was thinking about my message and I forgot about my toast. Just then, something funny happened. A small bird landed on the window outside. The bird looked inside the kitchen. It moved its head left and right. Maybe it smelled the burnt toast, too. The bird stayed there for a few seconds. Then it flew away. The kitchen became quiet again. I decided to make new toast. This time I stayed near the toaster. No phone, no messages, just me and my breakfast. While the new toast was cooking, I finished making my coffee. The coffee smelled warm and strong. Coffee always makes the kitchen feel comfortable. I poured the coffee slowly into my blue mug. The steam rose softly into the air. The smell was rich and relaxing. Sometimes small moments like this feel very special. Just coffee, just toast, just a quiet morning. If you enjoy calm stories like this, you can listen to my other stories too. I like sharing small moments from everyday life. Soon the toaster made another sound. Pop! The toast jumped up. This time it was perfect, golden brown, warm and soft. I added a little butter. The butter slowly melted. Everything looked much better now. I sat down again at the table. Outside, the town was waking up. I could hear footsteps on the sidewalk. A car passed slowly in the street. The morning light filled the room. I took a sip of coffee. Warm, smooth, perfect. Then I took a bite of my toast. Much better. This time the toast was delicious. Sometimes small mistakes change our routine, but that is part of life. At the beginning of the morning, I was sleepy and distracted. I burned my toast. But now everything feels calm again. I have my coffee, I have my breakfast, and the day is starting slowly. Sometimes mistakes remind us to slow down, to pay attention, to enjoy small moments, even simple things like toast and coffee. And now I have a question for you. What about you? Have you ever burned your breakfast? Maybe toast, maybe eggs, maybe something else. Write your answer in the comments. And remember today's question. What food did I burn this morning? Write the answer in the comments. Thank you for listening. See you next time.